Come on. Come on.
Welcome.
We want to boogie down.
Welcome to the
Boogie
kitchen.
I feel like the way Kate and I are looking, they should be beating the talking drums that we should be, you know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Especially Sam. I really want to see Sam.
I should.
Yeah.
You can tell that we're in a good mood. It's a Friday, but welcome to Take 3. Of course, I am Sam Dandy, and today we're looking at the new wave of digital storytelling and how creators and filmmakers are changing the way we tell Nigerian stories. So whether you're here for the entertainment news, the industry conversations, or just the Friday vibes, we've got you covered.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sam.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
It should be Your Majesty, please.
Your Majesty, call. Your Majesty, key you there. My name is Kate
Actually,
Adiego.
that'll be Mr. Dandy or Mr. Ojo to you.
I will call him Sam, duh.
You're so rude. No home training.
My name is Kate Adiego, and from storytelling to superstar drama, Davido is making headlines again after reportedly being banned from performing in Edo State following an exchange with Governor Monday Okpebholo. What exactly happened, and how are people reacting? You know, we'll bring you all the details shortly.
You know, because it's Friday. You know, we absolutely cannot leave without some cruise, guys. You know what we're talking about, my misters and misses of the general panel of the world. The internet has been having a moment with the "Good morning, Tony" trend.
I said good morning,
and honestly, please repeat it.
I said good morning, Tony.
I said good morning, Tony. And if you've been online, you already know there's a story behind that greeting. I am Kevin Jane, and I'm bringing you all the gist. Keep your opinions coming in. Send it to the WhatsApp number on your screen and drop your comments on YouTube. We're going to get things started with e-news.
Let's go.
Take it away.
Hey.
In entertainment news today, Wizkid and Ashake's collaborative single Jogodo has reportedly topped Nigeria's mid-2026 streaming rankings, emerging as the country's most streamed song for the first half of the year. The track dominated conversations and streaming platforms since its release. For Wizkid and Ashake, this is another win in their bag. Meanwhile, Davido has reportedly been banned from performing in Edo State following a heated exchange with Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo. This comes amid the singer's involvement in the ongoing political conversation around the Osun State election.
You as your papa no bring you up to respect your elders. As your papa no bring you up to respect your elders, Davido, I want to tell you, you have been banned from coming to Edo State to perform. We don't want to see you for Edo again, Davido. Since they saw the governor children, they saw the governor of this state, the remaining 6 years plus for this government, we don't want to see you.
Reports say tension rose after Davido and the governor exchanged words online, and the governor later announced that the singer will not be allowed to perform in Edo State. This has raised questions and reactions online, with debate over politics spilling into entertainment and if an artist's public comment should affect where they are allowed to perform. Meanwhile, American singer Kehlani is getting candid about the future of R&B and her own place in the genre. In a new Billboard cover story, the singer reflects on music, culture, and her desire to use her platform to make an impact beyond entertainment. Kehlani has become known for blending vulnerability, relationships, and real-life experiences into her music, and for an artist who has consistently pushed conversations around identity, love, and self-expression, she's clearly thinking beyond just making hits. And there's a new legal battle brewing between Netflix and a Christian metal band over the hit animated film K-pop Demon Hunters. The band Demon Hunter has reportedly sued Netflix, alleging that the movie's title and branding infringe on its established identity. The group says the similarities could create confusion around its brand and music. Netflix will now have to respond to the claims in court, adding another unexpected legal twist to one of the biggest entertainment projects to emerge from the streaming platform. Finally, young Philly is set to face a retrial in Australia over 3 rape charges. His previous trial ended without a verdict after the jury was discharged, meaning the allegation will now be heard again. Philly has denied the charges, and the case remains before the Australian courts. With the retrial ahead, attention will once again turn to the legal proceedings as the court determines the outcome of the serious allegations against the entertainer. That's all on entertainment news.
Welcome back to the show. You're still watching Take 3, and you're welcome. We've updated you on the biggest stories in entertainment. And can I say, Joe Gudu?
Hey.
I want Shake fans.
Yeah, Kate I was very happy for Kate. Shake for you.
What?
I never know the lyrics to the song.
I love it, and you're still proud about it. I like it. You know what?
Kate is always, there's a lot of ni that she's always doing. Love it for you. Love it, my
Well, I mean,
friend.
shout out to them, man. Afrobeats to the world.
Yes, absolutely. And Ashaka is on tour right now, so.
Is he coming
Ashak's
to
baby.
Is he performing in Edo State, perhaps?
No.
It's coming on take 3.
It's much
I
better.
just have to say, if you love Kate, please buy her a ticket.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I would love that.
Other conversations besides tickets and music. Stories used to live on TV screens, in cinemas, bookstore shelves. Today, they live on your phone. I mean, a 60-second skit, a YouTube series, a podcast, a thread, that's a new cinema. Today, let's talk about the new wave of digital storytelling, how creators are using platforms, data, and culture to tell Nigerian stories to the world without waiting for permission. Joining us is a digital storyteller, content creator, I dare say filmmaker, Tapchin Dawurang. Welcome to the show. I hope I said that correctly.
Say that correctly. I'm very proud of you.
Welcome to the show, Tapchin.
Welcome to the show, all the way from Toronto, right?
Thank you. Well, I will cast now, but I like to say I'm in Toronto, but I'm close to Toronto. I live in Peterborough, Ontario. So that's like 2 hours-ish away from Toronto, but I would just say I'm in Toronto. So
Okay.
that's
You know what? You're closer to Canada than I am, so it's all good.
Regardless of the 2 hours.
Yeah. Sam is like 24 hours away, but
Stop, Ekemini. All right. The big picture, what does this new digital wave of digital storytelling mean to you? How is it different from traditional film, TV storytelling, you know, and is it here to stay? Talk to me.
Truthfully, I feel like we are experiencing a creative outbreak right now, an intense outburst of creative people. I feel like people are no longer trying to, permit me to bring like the whole Gen Z and millennial gap into this conversation. But I feel like, you know how the previous generation were so hell-bent on being like prim and proper, even down to the marketing and media side of things. Things had to follow, we had to conform, things had to follow a particular pattern. But now people are and like I said, I'm trying to bring Gen Z into this. Gen Z particularly are no longer trying to conform to this method that might have worked in the past. Right now, with the rise of like social media, you have to get on this quick. People's attention spans are not great. So you have to do something that you know is going to catch people, is going to draw people in. And the way people are doing that is through authenticity. People are no longer afraid to be themselves, to be their full-blown selves. So I do think that it has definitely like changed. It's not necessarily what you see on TV. The things you see on social media are not the things you see on TV, most especially because people have like full creative direction and freedom over themselves. So they're just doing, man, and people are just liking. Because the thing is, if you continue to be yourself, you are always going to have people that are just going to like you for you. And if they like you for you, then they're just going to continue liking what you do.
Amazing.
Okay.
I mean, authenticity, it sells and it still scales 100%. But let's talk about platforms now. Which platforms do you think is winning right now for storytellers in Nigeria? TikTok, YouTube, podcast, Instagram? And where are the real stories maybe being told?
I would say, I'm inclined to say Instagram, because Instagram is more so for polished results. So if you're putting out something cinematic and you're putting out something that like, you know, you want it to transfer as like, or rather come across as like a film, I feel like the most polished results 9 times out of 10 are always going to end up on Instagram. But TikTok comes in like a very close second. I won't say YouTube because I can't like testify for YouTube. I don't use YouTube a lot, but it probably works for like people outside. But I would honestly say Instagram and TikTok on like a very close level. Yeah.
you know, you mentioned people's limited attention spans, right? So that has me wondering, with everyone scrolling so fast, how do you grab someone in the first 3 seconds and still deliver a story that has depth?
Hyperbole, exaggeration, just take things to the max in those first 3 seconds, honestly speaking. Like, and that's not to say deviate from the story, because if you're trying to tell a story, it's like it's by God's grace, it's a story that's actually happened. So you're going into this story and you're thinking, okay, what's the most interesting part of this thing? How can I make this like let me just stop talking. I'll give you a perfect example. The other day, I made a video about how, like, busty people in general, busty women, you could wear the exact same thing as somebody who is not as busty, and then, like, you would be portrayed as more, like, indecent and whatnot. So the hope for that video was, I cannot leave my breast at home. The story is still there. What I want to say is still there. But then you're scrolling and you're hearing somebody saying, I cannot leave my breast at home. Naturally, you want to stop and say, okay, what really is this person going on to say? You know, so it's not necessarily that, like, you're drifting away from your story, not at all. You're just finding a way to, you know, grab people. Like, just say something out of pocket. Just say something unconventional. Let's keep it that
I mean, there are some Nigerians who are hearing this and they want to take it to the max. I mean, extra.
Right.
But again, we've seen several Nigerian creators blow up, and not just here, I mean, globally, from their bedrooms. I remember Elsa. Remember Elsa Majimbo? Literally, she's no longer in Kenya. In fact, what's changed that makes this possible even now? You know, that a Nigerian somewhere far away could blow up and be big in America. What has changed? Why is it different now?
Truthfully, I would say, like, it's a character shift in the sense that people are seeing that it's possible. I feel like, and in every capacity, you're always, or rather in every field, you're always going to have pioneers, people who are the first set of people to break out, who are the first set of people to just do things the right way, and they just blew up. When these people and content creators, for example, now let's say these people blew up earlier. We're even talking about, let's say, people like Stephanie Moka, people who were like pioneers of YouTube, and then these people post, and then they post their lives, and people start to see that these things are possible. I think genuinely, if you dream, you can only go as far as you dream. If you don't dream big and you don't start to see things as possible, then you're going to remain in your small bubble. So when you see that things like this, like, it's within your reach, like, it's not, yes, it may be far-fetched. I know that opportunity gaps are very different for different people.
Right.
But it really gives you, like, that drive. It really gives you that zeal to want to see things through and see, okay, true, can I really make it? I like to say that it is not a question of, like, oh, is this thing possible? Because I personally think everything is possible. It's just a matter of how bad do you want it. So how, you know, how prepared are you really to put your back into it and see things through, regardless of how long it's going to take. So I generally just think it's because people are saying that it's possible now, that they are really trying. And it's not that they are already good at what they are doing. So they are just, you know, letting the world know that they are good and they are trying to get somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you mentioned earlier that there is this creative outbreak right now, but can one person with a phone and an idea really compete with big media houses, even with the current plethora, myriad of content creators that we have right now? And what advantages do you think that digital creators have?
I think that I personally would take out the word compete. I think, truthfully, they're two entirely different fields. Not entirely, but I think they're two different fields. Media houses, of course, have, like, they have clientele, they've been here before, they have a whole team of different people who do different things. And when it comes to things like that, you have to have structure. It's the thing that I was telling you about, well, not necessarily conforming in this case, but it's essential to have structure in a media house like that. Or else when it's just it's coming back into the whole authenticity discussion that I was talking about earlier. It's just you have full creative direction. You can do anything that you want to do. A lot of brands look for that because we've been seeing advertisements for years now. The TV has been with us since only God knows what year massive. Advertisements are not finishing today, but what is going to change? What about the ads are going to change? Brands reach out to, you know, creators and all these people because they want them to bring in their own audience to their brand. They want to bring the brand, they're not bringing the brand to the people, they're bringing the people to the brand. So I think that really plays a big difference. That's why I said I won't say that they compete because they are two different things. Media houses, most of them are bringing, like, the brand to the people, but individuals are bringing the people to the brand.
Tapchin, I mean, I understand that 100%, but the reason I talked about competition is because we go for events and we see these things. Sometimes we, the TV, the media houses that have structure, like you say, are competing with these content creators because they want to get all the footage and everything before we do. And you know, the timeliness as well.
Exactly.
They can post immediately and then it attracts numbers, which brings us to monetization, you know. How do you think digital storytellers monetize in 2026?
Money.
Honestly,
Honestly, brand deals. Like I already mentioned, prior, it's going to be brand deals. I already said that you're more so bringing people to the brand, not the brand to people. So brands look for that. They are looking for people with already established audiences, people have niches, right? Let's say a beauty creator now, or a makeup creator rather. Brands are going to look for people who are already on that wavelength because they already have an established community of people who are looking for this particular thing. Whereas when you go to, like, I would say media, circling back to the media company conversation, it's a vast, like, people watch the news, anybody and everybody, people's daddies, people's brothers, everybody watches the news. So, like, it's more so, it's a wide net. So I think that I would say that that's the difference. The way to monetize, to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, would just be to seek out brands that align with what you do, brands that you would want to work with in the future, brands that you genuinely have something to offer them, not that you're just taking money from them because they will not answer you. If you're not offering them anything.
Wait, this talk about money, are they really paying? You know how there are some brands that want to do it Osho free, if you know what I mean. You know, in 2026, would you say that they've gotten better at truly giving creators what they deserve? And you know the money is worth it, you know, and you can live comfortably on off that, right?
I will die on the hill that brands have money. Brands have the money. Never think that these brands don't have the money. They have the money. Obviously, like, they're within a budget, right? And they're going to try to go, like, a little bit under the budget. Nobody's really trying to, like, max out the whole budget that they have for a particular thing. But I always say this thing, don't be afraid to charge your rate because they have the money. There's a budget for marketing. There's a budget for influencers. There's a budget for all these things. Like, don't be afraid to charge your rate. Size yourself and see, okay, that's why I mentioned you have to be offering something, right? You have to be bringing value to this brand. So size yourself, think, okay, genuinely, if I post this thing, what am I able to do for this brand? What potentials are there? And charge that price because they have the money are big. Like, don't let them tell you that they don't have this. They have this. They have it like mad.
Okay, we want to know, how much should creators follow the algorithm, right? Because we've talked about limited attention spans. We've talked about what a brand might need or not need, right? So should a creator follow the algorithm and trends, or should they just, tell a story that they believe in?
I think creators should always tell every single story that they believe in. I don't think that it's nice for you to get an idea, a beautiful idea at that, and just let it pass because you want to do something that every other person is already doing. I'm not against trends in any way. I'm not against trends at all. But trends don't keep people. When that trend ends, what happens? You hop on the other trend and then that trend ends, and then what happens? Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like, when you try to follow a particular trend, it's a time limit. But when it's you, you can never, the tap never runs dry. It's just you. People are always going to be there for you. People are coming for you and for what you create. Whereas if you're following trends, like, think of it, let's say you post, I don't even know what trend to use as an example, but let's say you hop on a trend and people are liking that trend and people follow you as a result of that trend and interact with your content for as long as you post that trend. The second you decide, okay, I don't want to do this trend anymore. I actually want to do something else. Maybe I want to do music. Maybe I want to do something else. Everybody that hopped on you, maybe not everybody, that's an exaggeration, but like a good number of people that hopped on you due to that trend, they don't know you for that reason. What if they don't like that other reason? I don't know, like...
Yeah, that makes sense.
You get what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know, that also brings us to the conversation about authenticity and AI. When we're telling stories that resonate the most with us, stories that you believe in, right? How do you keep digital storytelling authentic with all the AI tools that are available? How do you stay true to a story you believe in and stay as authentic as possible?
I think it's very important to use AI as a tool and not your creative director. And that is where a lot of people are falling short. You go into ChatGPT asking, okay, I want to post today. Tell me what to post. Then who are you? Quite literally, like, who are you? You're not giving anybody any bit of your personality. You put no thought into it whatsoever. Why, like, do you assume that people are going to follow AI? Quite literally, in that case. And people don't like AI. And we've gotten to the stage where people can tell what AI looks like. So I think it would be a lot better if creators use AI as a tool, as opposed to just letting it do the whole work. Come with your idea, and there's no harm. I generally don't think there's any harm in letting AI like polish things for you.
Right.
Like if your grammar is not too great, feel free to pop your scripts in ChatGPT. Make sure to put the prompts. Please do not change anything, because if you change something, if you don't tell it not to change anything.
Right.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong in like polishing and asking just like make things a bit neat. But always come with your own idea. Always come with your own base idea. That's who you are. That's the core of your story. That's why people would want to listen to your story, not ChatGPT's story.
I like that. Your story, not ChatGPT's story. Because some people, they are making the content, they will still tell you what the prompt gave you. Today, Kate, I love you.
People see captions. People leave their AI text in captions.
Wow.
In fact, no, it's insane. Honestly speaking, people are not doing the work.
Thank you, Tapchin.
Even in the well, it is well. Anytime.
Really I know, right? But let's talk challenges now, right? What is that biggest struggle for digital storytellers right now? Should we say data costs, funding, piracy, or platform policies?
Someone has a lot to say about data.
I would say personally, I've faced a lot of issues with platform policies, and it's with TikTok in particular. Copyright issues, all of these things, like you run into them quite a lot. It's part of the reason why like I find it hard to post on YouTube, because they always flag it for one thing or the other. Right. So from personal experience, I would just say honestly, it's platform policies. Like I can't tell you how many times I've re-edited a film over and over and over again because I would post something and TikTok would flag it, or they would take down my sound, or they would do one thing or the other. It's personal beef with TikTok, honestly. I think personal beef with TikTok. Like I generally just think it's platform policies. Me personally, platform policies. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up in a bit, but the truth is everybody a content creator? Because it applies to everybody now. And I guess my question is the future, right? Where do you see digital storytelling going in the next 3 to 5 years? Would it be for only the few? Would it be for everybody? Or is that what we're expecting? Are we seeing more AI-generated series? What do you project the future would look like?
I think we are pivoting into a time where, like, sorry, because this is your work, but TV might be going out of the way. TV might be going a bit out of the way to make room for more, mobile stories and all of that. With the topic of AI, we've already seen that even a lot of like movie companies are starting to incorporate AI into what they are doing. I personally am not a fan of it. I won't come out and outrightly say I hate AI. Once again, I like AI as a tool, but I don't like it when like you can't tell it's AI. It's not great. But anyway, side note, I do see us heading into a stage where like short form content is really going to, it's really going to go on a global scale. It's already on a global scale now, but it's really going to expand. We start to see, oh my gosh, I can't remember who it was. It's Array. Yes, she started the series on TikTok, and it's a full like 2 minutes max episodes, but it's so well done. Full media corporations. I think we're going to lean more so on TV and film and everything. I think we're going to lean more so into short form content like that, and I think we are generally going to give like a lot more people the room and the platform to do these things, to fill these spaces. Yeah.
Okay, Tapchin, we hear you, but TV is going nowhere.
Amen.
It's going nowhere.
Amen.
Please, don't say it again, please. We plead, we beg you. But let me ask you this as a rapid fire question, right? If you had to choose between a story that gets maybe 100 million views, it just went viral, but it disappears in a week. And then you make a video that gets maybe 100,000 views, but it changes the way people think about something, the way they see something, whatnot. Which one would you choose and why?
I would pick 100,000 views because genuinely, and this sounds like a PR rehearsed answer, but genuinely, I swear to God, it is not. I like creating films because I like people being able to relate to something. I like people feeling like they are not alone in the things that they do. So in that, I'm appealing to their sense of self. I'm touching them internally. So 100%, I think I would pick 100,000 views that are there to stay, that people can remember, that people can continue to see over the years, that changes the way they think or feel about something, as opposed to what's 1 million views would do for me 1 week massive. That's not really doing much for me. So yeah, that's my reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Any advice?
100,000 views is a lot. Let's not even lie. Instagram is moving funny these days too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of people. But
It is, indeed. Well, I guess we'd have to ask you the final question. Any advice for up-and-coming digital storytellers, content creators, whatever it is in that field?
Be yourself. I would die on this hill, man. Be yourself. There's no other person. The tap can't run dry, or rather the well can run dry if you're yourself. You're not running to anybody for ideas. Every day, your life is your inspiration. So just be yourself and do your own thing, okay? Yes, much love to you people.
Much love to you. We don't blow your case.
This was such a fun conversation to have. Thank you so much, Tapchin, for hanging out with us. Filmmaker, content creator. Great job, great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was so lovely to meet you guys.
Thank you. We'll talk to you some other time.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, we're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we have full-on throttle. What? The conversations that are about to happen. I don't think you're ready for this. We'll be right back. This is Still Take 3.
I ain't here. All right, you're still watching Take 3. We're back from Canada. Now we are in Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria.
Now only you didn't leave. You left me there because I am still in Toronto.
Sam, hold my hand.
I feel your pain, Sam.
It's okay, yeah? You'll be
Now
fine.
remember that you can be a part of all of our conversations. Drop a message on WhatsApp and on YouTube, where we are streaming live right now. Now to get into one of our hot topics for the day, Davido may be one of Africa's biggest music stars, but this time his latest controversy has nothing to do with music. He has reportedly been told to stay away from Edo State after an online clash with Governor Monday Okpebholo. The back and forth started after the governor took a swipe at Davido's uncle, Osun State's Governor Ademola Adeleke, during the Osun election campaign. Let's watch this. Before we take that video, Davido, of course, hit back, and now a senior aide to Governor Okpebholo says the singer is banned from performing in Edo State for the rest of the governor's tenure. But the question is, we're looking at it, can a governor really ban an artist, or the SSA to the governor ban an artist from performing in an entire state because of a personal or political disagreement? That's where we are. Now, in case you're wondering how all of this started, let's watch this.
Shameful Davido. Now you go ahead and start saying these children should be ashamed of their father. Now I'm gonna tell you now. The next time you go repeat that statement, I'll tell you something that will make you sue me. If I not do one. Because since you don't get respect, because you as your papa not bring you up to respect your elders. As your papa no bring you up to respect your elders, Davido, I want to tell you, you have been banned from coming to Edo State to perform. We don't want to see you for Edo again, Davido. Since they saw the governor children, they saw the governor of this state, the remaining 6 years plus for this government, we don't want to see you, because who I blame now that useless Israel, where they give you the infantry to the insult our governor, the best governor in Nigeria. Now Israel blame. Davido, we don't want to see you for Edo State again. If we catch you, if we see you for airports, go tell boys, make they use slap, they remove your teeth for you. So that means you repeat those words. And those useless resort to the post online.
Okay, that is the Senior Special Assistant on Digital Media to Governor Monday Okpebholo, Apostle Cassie Chukwu. Right?
Hallelujah.
Now, of course, you know we had an interview with Davido, and he had something to say about this situation. Let's watch this.
Anything wrong, I'll just let the people of the state the result
Okay.
their governor has. You understand? You left your state, came to another state to Rigo. First came to Rig, then you come in and then you start talking that my uncle is a dancer, he's not serious. The road to your government house is not done. My uncle is not serious. First of all, you were not even elected, you were selected. You didn't win those votes, sir. You don't know what it is to win an election. That's why you could go there and talk. And I feel so bad for his kids. Because they're like, see what my dad is doing. Do you understand? You are busy sitting governor in his own state. Yes, the old governor staying in, where is he staying? Lahim Hotel. Walking around Lahim Hotel like in fact. Anyhow, Sha, finish your 3 years. We'll visit you when it's time for you to get...
So, you heard what Davido said there. And I think that part that caught me was when he said, you came to Rigo, you know, and then he's talking about the road. It's like, can't you focus on what you're supposed to do instead of focusing on my uncle that is dancing? Because really, he's dancing a bad thing, you know. But what do we make of this? What do you guys think?
You know what I said at first when I saw the SSA's video? You're talking about, you don't have respect. You did this to my governor. I'm like, well, all he did was show the result. If your governor's result was good, you know that you people will not be, you not be breathing
like that.
I'm just saying, no, that it's not Davido's fault that the result was what it was.
Period.
All he did was make on see you. If there was a good thing to see, you know, you won't be upset. So why are you blaming Davido? I mean, look at now. Yourself, look it now.
Even Davido is very, because why did you have to do this?
I'm just saying, so they're making it seem like he didn't insult your governor. He just literally said, oh, look at it, oh. I mean, you know,
another question I have for the SSA is the governor aware of this decision?
Of the ban.
That somebody is banned from performing in the states?
Let me off my glasses because I think that, you know, we need to drop some things at home. First of all, according to any research you do, first of all, it is from a constitutional and a legal standpoint, a state governor cannot even legally ban a singer. Let's be clear. From performing in a state, especially due to what? Reasons of political disagreement or personal reasons. Let's break it down. So in this case, there are a few laws that, you know, you are, first of all, freedom of movement is against why? Democratically, every citizen can travel, can move from one part to the other, except they are a nuisance to the community.
Yeah, you understand? That he's a
freedom of expression. Performing music is protected under fundamental rights to freedom of expression. So, sir, your result and performance is not the same. Perhaps some students will not pass school, but they can want to sing like Davido. Sorry about it. Limits of executive power. So, people, I think we need to carry shame where shame is necessary. This is shameful, bro. It's highly unnecessary.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm hoping that, well, I don't know if Governor Monday Okpebholo would come and say anything about this or, you know, drop a statement or a rebuttal that, oh, what the SSA has said
is not
from him. He has no hand in it.
Then the man better resign after, you know, the one that opened mouth with that, the governor. You have to oppose to agree to.
And you can't even threaten him again. Please let us know what you think about this. Drop a comment on WhatsApp and on YouTube.
I had to go to Google to confirm this. You know, Davido is actually partly from Edo State.
Yes, his mom.
So we want to know how you have banned a citizen of Edo State from coming to Edo State. Help us understand it. Let me just help you and check.
His mom is.
You people, you know what they're doing? It just feels like you were caught in a bad situation and you keep rubbing the mud on your body.
Yeah.
You're just making it worse. I think this thing had moved from the news cycle, to be honest. Nobody was dwelling on it. It was during the whole election period. The Osun State election has happened. Governor Adeleke has won. I'm sure Davido has even left Osun State. Like, we've literally moved on from this conversation. And here goes the SSA. They set up ring lights because we must hear his voice. We must know his name. My bro, you are honestly just drawing more negative attention to your governor.
I mean, because it all feels like you're angry that your political affiliation did not win the election in Osun State. That's why you're suffering from pepper body.
Ooh.
Me, I say that he's breathing up. You know,
I'm just surprised. Who gave him that apostle title? I just say I should ask a question.
I can tell you for sure that people can pick up titles from anywhere.
Wow.
Like Sam, you know that you can decide right now that you will be chairman Sam Dandy. And speaking of chairman,
take 3.
we're coming somewhere. We are about to reach Mr. Chairman now in our next conversation. But let's take questions first.
Chairman
God. Chairman Dandy. Mr. Chairman.
Please, it's Lord Dandy.
Let's take reactions.
Lord Dandy.
Lord?
You, Supreme Leader.
All right, this one is from Sam. Okay, Sam, is this you?
Sam, tell us.
It says, Edo does not belong to you to begin with, Mr. Drinker.
Hey.
Look at Edo State, underdeveloped, no factories to employ people, and the roads are bad. Cult practices everywhere. Wow. Tell me what you're proud of, because you can marry your sisters. Please be quiet.
Yeah. Our sister enter Ram.
I'm confused. Goke here says, your own Rema says, you know, they stay in your Edo. Talk of Davido. Only Lagos shows and other valuable states are enough for him. How many times your own Rema don't perform in Edo? Okay. El Richie says, Davido go enter Benin, nobody. Both you and Okpebholo go stop him.
Yeah.
Good Ninja Project says, why always violence, violence, violence? Why? We have all now been reduced to thuggery.
I love words like that. Thuggery.
Sunshine John says, he's an Igbo boy. Davido's mom is Edo. Imagine the audacity to drive a man out of his maternal home. Edos are not tribalistic, but this guy will hear it. This is the legacy of Okpebholo. A few months ago, his SSA from Calabar also insulted an Edo Palace chief. We are watching. Okay. Ali Drew too says, who be we? You will not do anything. Davido is loved by Edo youth.
I love that. Who be we? Speak for yourself.
Doctor Not Your Boy says, Davido no get respect. Edo people are angry with him. So my best advice to him is to stay away from Edo State for now.
People speaking for the people.
Who you?
They are wild.
Oh my God. Oh, sorry.
Edo people are angry. Why?
I need to ask. Kate, are your people angry?
Me, I'm not angry. I don't know about the people.
In case you didn't get, Kate is also one of their family members.
This is so funny because people don't think, and they think,
Wow, I came in Jay.
I'm just saying, I wanted to know that on behalf of the family, if you can release statements, are your people angry?
See, you know, I think people at times don't even apply wisdom to things. Now, we talked with Davido and we asked questions about, you know, even a Nigerian tour. You know, and he mentioned a few states he's gone to, and we're talking about how that should be a normal thing, where we're not just seeing our stars go to America, Toronto, and these fancy places, but they're here to see the Nigerian youths that are streaming their music from home. And do we want to talk about what that does for the society as a whole? If Davido were to perform in Edo State, how many people are going to get businesses? How many people will fly all the way in? Is that not money for the state to help them fix the roads that is bad? Then you say you should not come and perform.
They don't think about those things.
That's what I'm trying to say. That
they don't
instead
think
of
about
them
it like that.
to feel bad that that's their God. I mean, that is who they quote unquote voted into office with such a result.
Yes.
They are angry that somebody came to show us.
You know. And with the
sense.
touring culture that you mentioned, that's what Femi Kuti was also talking about, the touring culture that is kind of like dead in Nigeria right now because there's insecurity. There is a whole lot of stuff that will make these artists not want to come home.
There is tribalism. Let's say
we got some reactions to this. Remember, you were part of the show, so drop a message to us on WhatsApp. The number is showing on your screen. Someone here says, Davido should advise to take things easy. He's a musician, not politician. He should stay clear of politics. You also on Take 3 should also manage your presentation on this matter. Be matured, please. Bomi from Ogba. Bomi, are you Edo? I'm just asking. Is that where you're from?
It's to me.
Where? We don't hear you. Someone
Thank
here.
you so much for your contribution, Bomi. We will take that we'll take that into consideration.
We would. Someone here says, please, dear presenters. Well, Sam, the gorgeous Kate, Ekemini, those are our names. But it says, please, presenter, is there any press release officially from the governor's office?
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
We're asking the same thing, that we've not seen any press release, which is why we're questioning the video made by the SSA.
Exactly.
On whose authority is he making such claims and such?
Yes.
Because
so much vim.
That's
honestly,
why I asked if the governor is aware of this.
Exactly. But again, such a person, if without the consent of the governor, should be thrown out of office. But you open your mouth and people are now
because we should also not skip or gloss over the fact that because this person is an SSA, they quote-unquote represent the government of Edo State because you appointed them. You are saying that this person we approve, we endorse, whatever. So unless the Edo State government actually comes out to say, hey, we have no affiliation with this young man. Until they do that, you know, it becomes very hard for us to actually separate them from this narrative.
Okay.
Valid.
They say if there's none, please handle with care. We have dropped it with care.
We've left it. While we are leaving it, let's go on some cruise. Good morning, Tony.
Sorry. What did you say?
Sorry?
What did you say?
Sorry? I said good morning, Tony.
Okay.
Yeah. A simple greeting has sparked a much bigger conversation about respect, workplace culture, and how we address senior figures. Now, at a graduation ceremony for UBA's Graduate Management Accelerated Program, one of the young graduates stood up to interact with UBA Group Chairman Tony Elumelu. And she opened with, "Good morning, Tony." Let's watch this. Now, we're going to pull up that video in a second. That brief exchange has gone viral. I'm sure you must have seen it. With Nigerians divided, some believe the young graduate was simply following the modern corporate culture where colleagues, even senior executives, can be addressed by their first names. Others argue that context matters and that addressing the chairman of your organization by his first name at a formal graduation ceremony crosses a line of traditional respect. But perhaps the bigger question is, are Nigerian workplaces changing faster than our ideas about hierarchy and respect? Because for one generation, calling your boss by his first name can represent equality and confidence. For another, knowing when to say sir, Mr. Elumelu, or chairman is simply good manners. And that a three-word greeting, "Good morning, Tony," has opened up quite the conversation. Let's talk about it. Now, remember that you can be a part of this conversation as well. We want to know your hot take about this one. Drop your comments on WhatsApp and on YouTube. We will definitely be taking them. Ekemini, Kiloriso Soroi.
The Yoruba took me out.
But hold on.
When we watch the
Let's
video
watch
first.
the video.
Good morning, Nigeria.
Tony. Tony.
I said, "Good morning, Tony."
Okay, no, you won't call me Tony. I'm not those people. You call me Mr. Elumelu or TOE. You won't call me Tony or Chairman. That is, I don't subscribe to that kind of Oyibo life, okay? All right.
Good morning, Mr. Elumelu.
Thank you.
Can somebody play Mr. Elumelu? I mean, Elumelu by Young John.
Young John.
Can you play that? What?
Play it for us, please.
But
What do you
it was
think?
funny that he said, "I don't subscribe to those
Oyinbo life.
which is interesting to me. Again, I don't know. Because, sir, I do think, especially again, because of his position, not just here in Nigeria,
Yeah.
Africa, around the world, unfortunately, he must subscribe to the Oyinbo lifestyle because I believe that a huge part of the organization, of course, has foreigners. You know what I mean? And again, it's 2026. Again, not like it was wrong for him to have said, "You know what, you can address me however." I can say, "Kids, from today, don't call me Sam Dandy anymore. Call me Mr. Dandy." And that's up to me. But for him to say, "I don't subscribe to Oyinbo," it seems interesting to me that he would say that, knowing well that that's admitting that in some culture, in some environment, we know that that's a thing.
It's a
so
thing.
it's not
It's
a
allowed.
surprise to him at all. So I don't know. Are we Oyimbos or not?
I guess the argument is we are here.
Okay.
But let's secondly.
This conversation,
torn.
exactly, like I'm
Yeah.
so torn because somebody pointed out that, there was an interview that was conducted and the young lady that conducted the interview
I saw that.
referred to him
As Tony.
And he proceeded with the conversation and then he corrects this young woman. And my take on that was, well, that was a moderator, that was a member of the media. And this is his employee. There's a difference. The relationship is different. I think in that moment, he was trying to establish that hierarchy. I don't even think that he meant for it to even be such a big deal. It was just like correcting a little child to say, "Hey, don't do that." And then she picked it up and we moved from it, right? Now, people said she should have been more culturally sensitive, more... somebody called it, is it cultural intelligence to know what goes or, what is allowed per culture, right? So I do think that the young woman should or could have applied more cultural sensitivity, cultural intelligence in that scenario. However, and this is where it gets a bit tricky, historically, UBA is known to have a first name policy. Across board.
Wow.
Across, like, it is done so that it can, I guess, reduce the hierarchical, whatever tensions may exist. So now,
like you're less.
my issue is not that she called him Tony. I do believe that, yes, you should be culturally sensitive, right? My issue is what message does this send across the organization? If the organization, when you are inducting new employees, you say you are on a first name basis, and then I now see this, that means that a manager tomorrow can be like, how dare you call me by my first name? So I don't know. Maybe TOE needs to put out a statement, because I feel like this might have, it might have a ripple effect company-wide. That's my stance on it.
Okay. I mean, you guys have said it all, to be honest. And I think I'm going to come from the cultural part of it, or the traditional part of it, which I was trying not to come from there before, because I was thinking, okay, you could have just read the room and just adapt. Do you understand? It would not take anything from you to just say, oh, chairman, oh, sir. Mr. Tony. You don't even need to say the name. That's the interesting thing. Exactly, sir. Good morning, sir. This is my question, and you move on from there.
Sir,
and with the comparison with the panel session or the fireside chat that I was having, I don't even. It's a member of the media, though. As far as I'm concerned, it's not something that we should compare. Yeah. And yes, please, it's okay. The videos, Otito, is okay. 50 million. The reactions is okay. Thank you very much. She has heard, and I hope that she has learned too.
Oh, she's not sad somewhere.
They have the first name policy, right? Like we found out, when they get to the organization, they can go and deal with that, you know? Because I was also thinking that, okay, maybe because of the confines of the organization, it's like you call Mr. K. For example, maybe we can call him Coyote in the office. Yes. When we're outside the gates, will you say Coyote outside the gates? Oh. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Even saying Coyote inside the gates, yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Again, so let's be guided.
We're going to take reactions to it. But again, we've all been, I feel like this generation, right? We've seen the difference. We know how badly they taught us respect. Yes. At the same time, we now know how awkward it felt when you are expected to now say, oh, sorry, sir. And you don't say, sir. Oh, Bayo. It's not as easy. If you've been there before, you are like, oh, God, which one I beg? You know now you are the talk.
As long as you're older than me, and I can see gray hair, or I see that you're older than me, I will say my
let's take reaction.
You know, concern me.
Let's take reactions, I beg. I know someone who, if I don't call him sir, he will not. If I don't call him by his first name, he won't answer me.
AKO. Nuruddin Yusufia says, I actually see nothing wrong with addressing him by his first name. There is real value in that kind of informal culture. It improves the work environment. Back in 2018, while working at First Bank, this was part of the change process implemented to modernize our culture. It worked. I'm honestly more disappointed in Tony here. He's the CEO of a global company and well-traveled. But she's benefiting something from him, though.
It was America.
Kodet TV.
In America, they call him Tony.
Kodet TV, that's America. Kodet TV says, courtesy demands when you are interacting with someone for the first time, you address them with title, Mr. or Madam, until the person you give you the permission to address them by their first name. You do not have the right to call anyone by their first name, even in Europe.
I actually do agree with that.
So give permission.
Okay. Tosan says, good morning, Tony. Jay-Z, get mine. You see this other show I have? Deez says, if that girl was a white girl, do you think we will get same reaction from him? I'm just asking. Well,
and that's interesting.
We'll never know. Bola Tito here says, isn't this double standard though? I thought bankers address themselves by first name, and Mr. Tony owns UBA, therefore he made the rules, or not.
We got more reactions to this, but time is up. Of course, we're going to take a lot of it on Monday, because I feel like, we got a lot of messages.
Guys, Tony and friends.
Over 10.
It's coming in.
Well, can I call you as your first name? Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend.